Cream hitting.
We got us about to bring us to some freshest booty.
Oh, jeez. We just start every single teacher stream with Megan just shouting some nonsense.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the teacher stream.
God, it's funny if you watch a retention rate where you're in it, and it's just like if you say some nonsense, it just plummets immediately. It's hilarious.
So if I say stupid shit, we guess less viewers.
Oh yeah, it's actually funny. Same thing with Jade, but here's like the great twisted irony about a character like Jade is she's really popular, and that whenever she's on the thumbnail, we get a spike of views, but then as soon as Alex talks, the retention just fucking plummets. It's like the weirdest.
I swear.
It's the weirdest catch-22.
Hey,
So
put it on Discord. We're live.
yeah. Should probably do that.
Stop shoving pretzels in your goddamn
I want to eat pretzels.
You're not a little bully. You're not JoJo complaining that she has to go to bed.
All right, at everyone, now everyone can see how messy my Discord is and how many Discords I'm in.
What do you mean they can see it?
That. Yeah.
Holy fuck, you're in a lot.
I am in a lot of Discords. Oh my gosh. Last day I'll be around for 6 weeks. Oh no, Zero. I'm sad to lose you. Also, Zero sent us 2 New Zealand funny bunnies.
Cool, that means I get one of those.
Yeah. Thank you, Zero, for your New Zealand dollars.
Yeah, any donations get split 50-50.
Hell yeah! So if you want Megan to earn money tonight, it's up to you.
More than $5 a video. What the fuck was that laugh?
Yeah? Well, hi there. We're going to be talking about MLMs.
You can't even say it.
No. What? It's MLM. MLM. Multi-level marketing. That's what we're talking about.
You said MM.
No, I didn't!
Yes, you did. You're a terrible fucking teacher.
No, I've just got a big fat tongue.
Oh, sure, that's your excuse, but your dyslexia is a different story.
No, it's always dyslexia, but then the tongue ruins the words themselves.
Anyways, welcome everybody to something that I have control over tonight. As per usual, I have to do an evil laugh every time I say I have control of the chat. Anyways, so today we're talking about something called MLM, or multi-level marketing. Now, if you can see in the wiki article that I have here, there's something with pyramid selling. Straight up, if you ever heard of MLMs, you might hear that it's self-promotion, it's somebody's own business, and with somebody trying to open up their business just hurts. So essentially how this works is stop eating fucking pretzels. You hear that?
Okay, I'll put them away.
Or turn your mic off while you're chewing them. Like...
Nom 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 nom. Continue, Megan. Oh
yes. Shit. Turn off.
This is a mess. But continue.
You're a mess. I had this all planned. You're the one eating pretzels. Anyways, so most of this stuff happens on Facebook per se, where you'll get like a message from a middle schooler half friend that you haven't spoken to in 10 years, and they'll be saying, hey, you want to talk? And I also have this idea for essential oils or stuff like that. And it hurts because a lot of it is fake. So essentially what these people are, pyramid schemes, I'm not explaining stuff. Pyramid schemes is what this is somewhat based off of. How it works is there's one guy at the top, and the money is supposed to, quote unquote, trickle down to the people at the bottom. How MLMs, the only way you make more money is by recruiting more people under you. How MLM works, it's the exact same as pyramid scheme, except you're selling products that are actually really shit. And these companies more so are selling to the salespeople rather than customers. Like that's their business model, is selling to their own employees. Wow. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if McDonald's made most of its money off of selling burgers to their own employees? That would be sad.
Well, I remember Alex worked at McDonald's, and half the time during lunch, she didn't get enough time to eat anywhere else, so... But then again, if you did work 8 hours, you did get a free lunch anyway, yeah, so...
You get free stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, pyramid scams, exactly. So, this is the idea, and today we're talking about a little bit more in-depth into this. So, this is also putting out there a warning for people who don't know this. The reason we're even talking about this is because I have a weird obsession with MLMs. I came across them one day via, what's his name? Sorrow TV, if you ever heard of him. He's a really good YouTube channel, go watch him. He does good Reddit videos. But essentially I saw him one day, and he did this one called Anti-MLM, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I've never even heard of this before. And I'm not even a Reddit user, so I don't... I'm weird. And it's just this rabbit hole you go into, and you just go deeper and deeper and find some of the shadiest shit you'll ever hear. So, let's start, the fact... It's essentially just scams and stuff, and they're even getting into legal issues. Yeah, lawsuits right here.
Yeah, if you... I actually have a little bit of information on MLM. The thing is, when Megan approached me with this topic, I had no idea what she was saying, because I've never heard the term MLM. Now that I know what she's talking about, like, I was actually almost in one for a little bit, and I could share that story later if you want.
Oh, okay.
And Alex's mom was in one for a while too. So, just a fun little, like, Megan's the expert tonight. She's going to be the one leading the thing. So, I'm going to give it back to you, I promise, Megan.
It's fine.
I'm just telling people, excuse me, we are bringing back the grading system. We didn't do it for the one for the Honey Pop scandal, because I personally didn't feel like it needed a grade. I think it was just pretty flat out. But
talking about the topic.
Yeah. So now that Megan's in charge, Megan, you'll just tell me whenever they make a logical fallacy or a logical mistake, and we'll just take off their grade. How about that?
What we'll do is we'll bring that when we start looking at the Reddit images, because I think that would be more of a, like, we're on the wiki page just to kind of tell us. So again, for a refresher, multi-level marketing, MLM, essentially is a pyramid scheme. If you don't know what that means, it's essentially somebody's on top and you have to recruit more people under you, and the money is supposed to trickle down from the top, but in reality the guy at the top gets all the money. But the difference between that and a pyramid scheme, which are actually illegal, mind you, in most of the world, including Canada and the United States, MLMs get past this, like, gray area with essentially really crap merchandise. And we'll go over a few of them recently, but yeah, so let's get down to business, because the funny thing is you'll notice a word called Huns used a lot. I brought it around in a circle. I watched Mulan today, and we're getting around.
1 second. There's a few people in the comments that are still confused. Let me pull up a graph of a pyramid scheme real quick, so that people can see it a little easier. Essentially, here's a real good image. I'm pulling it up on my screen so people... Illuminati, no!
The Illuminati has hacked us! Run!
So you can see right here, essentially a pyramid scheme starts with one person up top running the business. And what they do is they recruit 3 people. And you say to those people, okay, if you give me $700, I will let you in my business, I will give you some product to sell, and then what you do is you're supposed to sell that product and recruit 3 other of your friends for $700. Now, since I recruited you into my business, I get a small cut of that, and then you get the rest of the $700. And so the idea behind it is that those people, 3 people get 3 more people, those 3 people get 3 more people, and essentially all this money from the bottom here will just kind of rise to the top because each person gets another cut of their recruitment fees. And the main business model is recruitment fees, but when Megan said they are getting away with this by selling product, that $700 is supposed to pay for this bogus product. So, yes. Is that very clear? Is that a lot more clear?
Very clear. Because it varies from different prices on what MLM company you're getting into. It goes from let's say $100, $300 for what they call the Essentials Kit, which is essentially all your starting equipment, to LuLaRoe, which is my favorite MLM, that starts at $5,000 for its starter kit. And there is some GoFundMe sometimes you'll see for people saying, I'm starting up my own business and I need $5,000 for the startup fund, and it's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna give this back to you. I'm gonna move my pyramid scheme image, and as people come in, if people are asking more questions, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Maybe just type up a copy pasta for MLM.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. All right, you get in the lead. I will continue.
Yeah, move that shit off my screen. Shoot, there you go. So, as I show here, this is some of the quote-unquote products that they usually sell. I actually like Scentsy. Scentsy's candles are actually really nice. They're the only MLM that I knew beforehand that I didn't know was an MLM, but they make good shit. They make good candles. But essentially, some of these products is what you'll see here. That's not their main one. It's just one thing I like from them. They'll sell really crap items and really crap makeup all the time, or what are also known as essential oils. Now, oils is my favorite part of the MLM because you also get into pseudoscience with this MLM, where they make people who are selling them as what they're called consultants, which is essentially the people who got scammed into this. They're called consultants. And essentially what these consultants say are absolute lies and this is where the legal issues are starting to come into play, because people are saying it cures autism, it cures depression. I think I should even have something like this. No. Try to find it. Here we go. Trying to sell their supplements. I have some natural supplements that can help with nut allergies that result in poor guy's health. I had a friend who allegedly had deadly nut allergies as well, and some have the products that she no longer has to worry about her nut allergy and keep those expensive EpiPens on hand. She healed her leaky gut, and I love these supplements for myself too. Healed my seasonal allergies, lost weight, energy giving, blood sugar balancing, natural plant-based products that actually work. Are you really trying to sell supplements on a thread about a mother losing her dead child? Here's the lovely thing, is that these people, as soon as you get more into what people call the MLM cult, because it pretty much is a cult, the worse that they get to sell, because these people are desperate to sell their inventory. Terribly so. Because if they don't sell their inventory, they don't make back the money that they sell, and they could be putting thousands of dollars into it and losing this, because, and this is what they start to push, and this is how bad they start to push too. Ugh, it gets really bad. So what do you have to say about this? This could already start knocking down some grades right here.
Actually, yeah. I remember when my wife's mother got caught up in this. They were trying to push this, like, I called it alchemy nonsense, but now I think a more appropriate word is snake oil, because that's what it is. It was this peppermint nonsense that was supposed to calm your nerves and work on kids with autism, and they tried to push it off on us for JoJo. Like I don't know if her mother was ever directly in it. I think she was, or maybe she bought it off of her friend. But, like, they tried to get us to spend, like, $50 to $100 on this peppermint nonsense that we were supposed to rub on the back of her neck that will help her focus. And, like, it kind of insulted me. Because, like, even though I didn't know much about JoJo's condition and stuff at the time, I was like, this is not going to do anything. Like, this is nonsense. This is stupid. Like, don't ever approach me with this again. I just kind of said to my mother-in-law, because she's all into this all-natural nonsense, even though she really isn't. Anyway.
All natural means all fucking shit, because most all that, if it is a working natural remedy, it's medicine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
It's already in the system. Did you know that what is it? Advil directly comes from a plant, and that's technically an all natural supplement. just as a pill.
Well, the difference between supplement and like vitamins and minerals is that a vitamin or a mineral is approved by the FTC and a supplement is not. Do you know what's
another 5 points for your own story? So this story and that one.
Yeah. So not only like here's the fun thing, you know. This is a joke I'm stealing directly from a comedian, Jim Gaffigan. He says, you know, supplements are not approved by the FCC or the Federal Drug Commission, so FDC.
Yeah.
Supplements are not approved by the FDC, but a Twinkie is. So like. Just keep that in mind whenever people try to sell you supplements, because 99% of the time they're garbage. Once in a while you can get something good from it. Essential oils. God, I hate this. I hate that stuff. And especially that's such a deceiving name. Essential oils. It's so dirty. Like
we should save all this for another episode. We should do like a pseudoscience episode.
Maybe, but let's keep going. So we're stuck on MLMs right now. I'm going to leave up this chart so that new people who are coming in can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's actually a really good spot for it too, because it just covers up the.
Mm-hmm.
This is r/. Oh wait, it says it on there.
Yeah.
So another thing that I do want to talk about is what is referred. I don't have anything up for it, but it's essentially there's some cult-like behaviors in these groups. I'm going to see if I can find any. Essentially, there's cult-like behaviors. Very much like Scientology. If you guys understand, wish to do Scientology sometime. That would be fun.
That's a Twinkie, by the way. For the one person who asked, that's a Twinkie, and that's approved by the FTC. That is a fried cake with cream in it. Continue.
Oh, I'll leave it on this picture because it's pretty accurate.
Oh my god.
But essentially, the cult-like behaviors start from this. Essentially, what happens is a bunch of friends, like a friend of somebody asks somebody to be the consultant under them via the pyramid scheme. They want consultants under them. And it starts getting to this behavior that they have to block out the quote-unquote haters, as you all hear with these kind of shit. Mm-hmm. They have to block out the quote-unquote haters of everybody telling them it's a pyramid scheme, it's a scam. Sorry. Excuse me. That is a scam. So there is seminars where they actually, a whole bunch of them go out to, let's say, a LuLaRoe, an Amway, Herbalife, seminars for the consultants where they give, like, bogus, like, oh, if you do this, because in their mindset, they think if they work hard enough, they can make that six-figure salary. They can make that $300,000 a year that they were promised if they just work hard enough. But in reality, 1% of people who are in an MLM will ever even, I think it was 10%, break even.
Can you bring up that statistic somewhere, or should I look it up or something?
I can actually bring it up.
Yeah, like statistics of people breaking even, or MLM statistics. I'm not sure. MLM statistics 2018. Direct selling statistics. Another grading stream, yeah. So, according to... Oh my gosh. Yep,
look at that. 99% of MLMs lose money, but the women are still signing on.
Well, I would like to see their source, because your source currently is scarymommy.com. So, I'm going to... I would like to see where they get their information. I'm sure that's accurate. I'm almost certain that's accurate, but I'm gonna give it a slight benefit of the doubt. Like, oh my god. I wonder, there's something called Mary Kay, and it sounds like this. Well, here's the difference between, say, selling beauty products and having an MLM. Like we mentioned before, the main business model of an MLM is for recruitment. If you are actively seeking people to work under you, and they have to pay a fee to join your company, that's immediately should be a red flag for an MLM.
Yeah, you shouldn't... businesses pay you you shouldn't have to pay the business.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it works.
Yeah. So if you are being approached by a neighbor or a friend or whatever, especially someone that you haven't talked to in a very long time, and it's just kind of random.
Like this video.
Yeah.
Like this video, because wow, I don't even want to go on Facebook anymore. Like I guarantee there's people on my family is very normie, and I guarantee one of them is probably in an MLM.
Mm-hmm.
They're just that kind of people. They kind of target the single mom or new moms.
Sorry.
They have the idea of like work from home, but from somebody who actually works from home, I love it. But but I do certain things in order to split up my work. I'm also a little disabled too. So.
Well, there is it is a lot of preying off of ignorance too, because a lot of people don't know what work from home means. If you work on the internet, such as or if you work through a network, like my dad, he just finally got to move home permanently, and he's the lead programmer for a series of hospitals. He can work on their network and their mainframe or whatever he does. He's smarter than I am. He could do that from his house, and a lot of people aren't sure what that means. I, as a teacher, cannot normally work from home, but a lot of teachers do now. So everyone's hearing that people are working from home, but most people do not know what that even means or what that entails or what they do. So as soon as you say, I work from home, people immediately think, oh, that's cutting edge. That's smart. I should get in on this. And
they get stuck in an MLM.
You're showing me a lot of memes. Can you show me like a direct story for someone?
A lot of this is memes. There is stories on here. I'm going to try and find one.
Yeah, if we could find a quick short story. There's several people that. Oh, this one looks good.
Yeah. So husband has last straw with MLM. With this Hunbot, again, what I said on this Reddit, Huns means, because they keep going honey, like Hun, and stuff like that, because, white, white Christian mom, essentially had it with his spouse 3 years ago, and 18,000 in losses. That's not even the worst I've seen. Tomorrow I have to leave work on an oil rig for at least a month straight to get my household finances back in order, a long term, and I'll be now on the road 70% of my time for weeks on end, despite an argument that my wife wouldn't buy more. I found 1,400 in orders in the 4 days, and quite frankly, I lost it. I literally kicked in the box of products sitting there and fired off a few texts about how she was no longer the person I married. I'm at a loss. I seriously have nowhere to turn for advice. I've listened to tons of podcasts, read piles of research, and gave it to her. I even got on the phone with the president of her MLM, and she even said she couldn't recommend my wife continuing as a distributor. I have to pack and drive 800 plus miles, so I'm not monitoring the Facebook much tonight. But any advice is appreciated, as I'm considering just selling this house and staying in the state where the rig is. It's truly that bad. And this isn't even the worst story I've seen. A lot of this, because like I said, it's much like a cult, and they get into this mindset where if they just keep working hard enough that they'll get there. But the thing is that they destroy relationships. Absolutely. They destroy family relationships, friends relationships. So all you're trying to do is sell. All they're trying to do is sell back to them because they need to break even. And as you saw, this was in almost $20,000 worth of product that she just lost because she had to keep pushing. And they totally block out everything in their life to keep pushing this product, and that's all they get minded. They don't take a break because you're not getting paid minimum wage even.
I think it's called the cost-loss fallacy. And sunk cost fallacy. That's the term that we're looking for. Now, this woman, she is probably taken over by a lot of different psychological holds.
I'm gonna keep looking for another story while you keep talking.
Yeah, there's a thing called the sunk cost fallacy, where and it preys on gamblers the hardest. Like, let's say you're at a casino in Las Vegas, and you're at a slot machine and you've dropped in $20 worth of like pennies or whatever. It doesn't even matter. And you keep thinking, I've already spent $20. By statistically speaking, the next few should turn me around. I've already invested this much money. I can't back out now. I'm so close. And whoo boy, that is a dangerous mindset that a lot of people get themselves into. And I even fell into it a few years ago when we were doing that when we were attempting our mobile game. So someone's saying play different music.
Your music is shit and you should feel shit.
All right, fine. What I did is I just found... all I did was Google no copyright music, and I found a playlist said background music for YouTube videos, because I didn't think Pokemon was appropriate here. Mm-hmm. And the last teacher grades, we did the Honey Pop... we did the Honey Pop thing, and so I played their soundtrack, and that didn't help. Hey, Poru. Nice to see you. So, with all of these psychological traps in order, I'm just going to knock off 3 points to lower it to an 85, just because that's real dark stuff. But go
lower
on.
by another one, because here's a good one about more of those essential oils from MLM. Today only doing a flash sales on the most amazing oils available. These oils are natural, perfectly safe. No. And will turn your life around. I gave some to a friend who had serious depression and suicidal thoughts, and he just snapped right out of it. No more negative thoughts. Only $40 for a full pack to last you 2 weeks.
That's 40 pounds. That's 40 pounds.
40 pounds. Oh, that's like $60.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
And it goes, did you seriously snap right out of it? You can't snap out of depression.
But you can with these natural oils. Like, clearly.
Like I said, like, these guys are pretty, like, when it comes to the more natural stuff for these MLMs, they really, this is where, like I said, the legal shit was going for.
I love how, like, I also love how all their friends are just calling them out on it, too.
Yes, so you can also see, like, where like some of this just get tired and they defriend them because all they see is them trying to push it. Like, you know, like, have you ever friended somebody and they started posting nothing but Farmville requests, something like that, and you kind of just get annoyed and you don't really talk to the person anymore, so you just unfriend them. And this is where the loss of friends start to happen, where they just get tired of seeing this. But the next one I want to bring up is, and I want to see if I can find it. From
Aaron Green. Have you guys heard about the juice lady who said that her juice can bring back lost limbs?
Oh yes, I've heard a lot.
That sounds amazing.
It's cabbage juice with like 50 times the recommended daily intake of salt with it.
Oh no. What? Salt? Salt. Oh, God.
And they have something called waterfalls, which is actually violent diarrhea.
Oh, my God.
I'll give you a video series of the guy, because actually, PewDiePie did a video on this girl, and a YouTuber was actually brought into Dr. Phil to talk with this girl, too. And I love that fucking YouTuber now. I found him, and I just watched all his videos.
Oh,
he's all into pseudoscience and stuff like that.
Oh, that dude.
I love him.
Ah, yeah. My God, I can't spend my time on like garbage YouTube. I say as I make garbage YouTube.
As you make garbage YouTube, you make the exact. So next thing I want to talk about is parties, and there's that LuLaRoe again. So, a popular way for these MLM people to work, and that they're told by their essentially cult leaders to do, as I like to call them, is to have these parties where it's like, just imagine the little girls get together where, what is it? Tupperware parties. You ever heard of those before? Where essentially...
Actually, I was about to bring that up, like Tupperware parties because my mom used to go to those.
Exactly. Like, this is exactly what they are. Okay, so if you guys know what Tupperware party, well, what they're essentially doing is they invite a bunch of their friends over. In this case, they invite everybody on their friends list on Facebook to this party at their house, where they have goodie bags, and you can try out the product and stuff like that. And you barely make bank back most of the time, because I know exactly how these work, because I've seen them before. I've actually seen them in real life, and it is bad. I think it probably was a LuLaRoe party, because a lot of clothes were being sold there. So that's what it probably was, because LuLaRoe does a lot of clothes, and they sell really shit clothes. Like to the point, like you can look this up, to the point where the clothing is made out of the test fabric. Stuff. So essentially what these are is, I'll explain it from the end of the consultant, which they call it. So what the consultant does to set up this party is they spend a lot of money on the trials, a lot of money for product to sell, and they always overspend for that. They buy hors d'oeuvres, gift baskets of just, what is it? What are the little gift bags, I think, that you take out?
I'm going to say gift bags. Yeah, just goodie bags.
Yeah. Goodie bags take home, wine maybe, just to get everybody here. And not everybody might show up, and maybe somebody will pay by, because most of the stuff is shit. LuLaRoe sells really expensive stuff, and it's shit. Like, it tears apart. I remember seeing an image posted by LuLaRoe saying, "Our leggings aren't shit, you're just too stupid to put them on, essentially." Because if you pulled them up, they tear, because that's how bad they were. Even with it being the correct size. Like, so you get all these people in, and then you get what I call pity buys, which is just because this is their friend or their family member, and they want to support them a little bit, so they pay a little bit of money, but they don't want to spend a lot because this stuff is shit. And that's where the pyramid scheme comes in. But a lot of these parties happen, and I've seen one happen, and it's disgusting. Like,
yeah. So
who wants to go to a party where you're just being sold shit?
Oh my god. Well, I remember Tupperware parties being a big popular thing for a while, but
yep.
I don't know how they got away with it, because it's clearly like the same thing. It's just a lot of people believing the same stuff. But here's the brilliant thing about like essential oils and shit, but is that they're consumables, so you're gonna come back for more. Mm-hmm. So that's something.
Yeah, and the weight loss stuff, like a lot of these are weight loss wraps, beauty stuff. Like not a lot of these are clothes. A lot of these are like usable, like cheap stuff that they make.
The word is consumable that you're looking at.
Oh, hey David. David Hudas now playing Silver Snaker.
So, yeah. What else you got, Pierre?
That's more fake stuff. I made lavender lemonade for acupuncture hour today. Refreshing. Mm-hmm. Since when are your patients become financial targets?
Oh my god.
Oh, the spiritual fair. Okay, so this was one of the first images I showed up. Essentially, any kind of like
craft fair. Oh my god.
Yeah, pseudoscience and stuff like that gets attacked with these MLMs, and this alone is was at a convention for spirit shit, and MLMs are just everywhere.
I could believe that, because that would be your target market. It would be people who would believe in that pseudoscience would be there. Because when the first time I really saw these MLMs really pushing, aside from my mother-in-law, her friend was at this craft fair at my town, where literally no one bought anything. Yeah. And we, like idiots, set up a booth. And, oh my god, anytime there's a small-time craft fair, and people tell me, you should go to that. No, I'm not. But anyway, okay. we had those essential oils there, and I think they made bank because all the people in my town didn't know better. They were just preying on people.
I think these will eventually become illegal because they're getting pretty bad.
Yep. I hope so.
But
Go on.
a little bit of a meme to show the people in LLMs tend to not be too bright. Hey girl, my friend recently introduced me to the most adorable books ever. I decided to host a party next week. There's a party again. And would love for you to come check them out. Do you want to come? This is what you'll send out to 150 people. Just remember to look at this
No! Oh, dude.
I'm waiting for the people's reactions in chat because I haven't scrolled down yet.
No. This is what you will send out to the 100. Wow.
You see this a lot. You actually see this a lot where the bigger consultants tell the little consultants to paste this everywhere to all their friends.
Oh my god.
This is what you get sometimes. Yeah, there it is. What the fuck? Sounds about
It sounds about right. Sure does.
Saw this gem on Facebook. Oh, here's some of their they're scheming to get more consultants, essentially. Hey girl, I saw you got a new job. Hey, do you want to read the blue?
I'll read the blue.
Okay. Hey girl, I just saw you a new job. How exciting!
Oh, thank you. It's about time. Lol.
Remember, this person's the reasonable one.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. It's about time. Lol.
Stop doing your voice.
How
How are you feeling about leaving the little lady all week? You must be so nervous.
It's a bummer, but long overdue. She's about 10 months today, and it's been a long 9 months with her here. Besides, when I get to work from home once a week, Besides, I get to work from home once a week, so I'm not too far from her. Uh-huh.
Reasonable, not British.
Reasonable!
Well, would you be interested in a fire opportunity? You could be home all day and not feel guilty about bringing in that money.
Yoinks! Hey, I don't feel guilty about making
Over
money. Oh, okay. Well, excuse me, because I gotta move my pyramid now. Thank you.
Sorry that you were stupid enough to put a pyramid in the way.
Yoinks! Hey, I don't feel guilty about making money. And even if I found a job, not peddling on Facebook to people who don't want it, no offense. Your screen skipped for a second. I'd still want Elle to be in daycare, to be with the other kids of her age. I appreciate the mom guilt, though. How will my child understand that I need to go to work and bring home an actual paycheck instead of going into debt to sell snake oil to my friends? Gosh! Well, the good thing is I can use my salary to save for the therapy she's going to need when she realizes how well both me and her father provided for her. Even if it means not bringing up... Excuse me. Even if it means not being up in her ass 24/7 for her whole life. Thank you for thinking of me, though.
I didn't mean to offend Kim. You should not. Don't. You like my Kim?
No, my mother-in-law's named Kim.
You're not supposed to say that, but okay. Didn't mean to offend Kim. Use that as. Feel free to use that as a sound clip sometime.
My friend calls this typical stereotype white girl overexcited nonsense. She calls her Karen. You're such a Karen.
I didn't mean to offend Kim. You shouldn't need to be rude to me. Sorry I offered you a chance of being a loving mother and a provider. I will not bother you again.
Oh my god.
You get like that sometimes. That's not allergy.
So I'm gonna take off 5 points for rudeness.
There's a few points you need to take off.
I think we've been neglecting the grade for a while, so I'm just gonna knock it down to 75. We're already at a C. This might be depending on where you go. What?
What?
Sorry, you were passing a few things.
Yes, because I'm trying to find. You guys can like quickly look at the memes if you want.
Yeah, we're just. Sounds like it. Oh, Kim. Oh yeah, that sounds very Valley Girl. What does Karen sound like? I'm trying to think of like the. I need to speak to the manager. That's not Karen. That's more like a Sarah. Or
Okay,
Sarah?
I have a YouTube video I want to send you.
Uh-huh.
Just for a
Becky.
second, so...
She sounds like a Becky. Oh, she does! Oh, Becky, you bitch!
Hold on, I'm going to search up this video. Have you ever heard of something called the Dragon's Den?
That name sounds familiar.
The Dragon's Den is where people essentially deal out their they give out their invention ideas to a bunch of high investors in the world.
Okay.
And it's whether or not they'll accept it. Oh, okay, it's Shark Tank, actually.
Shark Tank? Teach, please stop. Stuart's win voices stream when. I'm Becky. I guess I'm not Becky. I guess I'm Becky's friend, which is more concerning. Yeah, so
I'm trying to find this.
Like, I thought you were prepared, Megan.
I just thought of this right now because it's really funny.
Okay, fine. I can't play music. I can't play videos in my stream. So like, what I'll do then is while you're doing this, I guess I could talk about the time I almost got into one. This was my neighbor, not close neighbor, like a neighbor from a few blocks down. But she called me out of the blue one day and said, "Hey, do you want to make a lot of money this summer?" And I'm like, okay, what would I be doing? Because I immediately don't trust this person because she already has this terrible reputation. She said, "You would be an insurance salesman." I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's actually, yes, that is a MLM. There's some insurance ones out there.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? And she said, well, we're going to go to this meeting. I'll drive you there. It'll be completely free. We'll have lunch, and we'll just drive home the next at the end of the day. How about it? And I'm like, okay, sure. So, and my parents pushed me to it, too, because they're like, you got to stop being a fat, stupid loser and get a job. And I'm like, okay, Mom. Love you, too. So,
I'm trying to find the original video. I can't find it for some reason.
Alright, so anyway, that's how it started. So I joined her, and by the way, this was one of the most miserable days of my life, was joining my neighbor in her little insurance pyramid scheme. She dragged me to a town like 2 hours away at this meeting place. It was like this, like a strip mall almost. And when I got put, like, by the way, she took me, her daughter, and I was shoved in the back seat with two big-ass fluffy women. And, like, I'm talking, like I respect big gals. My parents, or my mother's a big gal, and my dad is big. But, like, these are big-ass fluffy women who are bigger than I am. And I got shoved in the back seat of this tiny, tiny, like, car with them. For like 2.5 hours we drove. Meanwhile, I had to smell frickin' hairspray and corn chips the entire way down. We get to this place at like break-ass dawn, and we get into this building where this guy has handed us a script and said, okay, here's what you need to do. You are going to buy leads from the company. And they have leads set at different tiers. Like an A-class lead is someone who filled out a survey a week ago and is stated that they're interested. Meanwhile, like a D-class lead costs like $1 a lead, and it gives you a phone number of someone who filled out a survey like 8 months ago and wasn't super interested. And it's just like, oh my god. So they handed me the script that we all practiced inside this meeting. And they taught, it was fascinating too, because they taught me a bunch of psychological tricks that I still use. But essentially, like, it was like telemarketing. I would buy like 100 leads, and I'm supposed to call them, like every day of the week or whatever. And I was supposed to sell insurance policies. And I was real good at it because I'm good on the phone, apparently. And they said, "Oh wow, you should really join this. You can join our company for this much money, and we'll give you a bunch of leads and all that stuff. And you can even make your first sale for insurance, and you can make your money back." And I'm like, "Hold on, wait, what?" Because apparently every insurance plan you sell, you make like $800 in commission. And my first thought was like, "Oh my God, how much is this insurance?" And the things that they were teaching us in this meeting come from this guy they call the salesman from hell. And if I can find him, he's actually like world famous. He even did a TED Talk. And he's just
these guys are pretty big.
Oh, he's a nightmare because he will just relentlessly call people and not take no for an answer. One thing that they told us to do is that if you get to their, like, because you cold call them and you arrange a meeting, and you always have to use the words, "I'll pencil you in, I'll squeeze you in." And once you go to their home, you go inside, you set up your stuff, and you give a presentation for like half an hour. And you have to convince this family to do this stuff. And they said if they have kids and they say no, tell the kids to come in the room and say their parents do not love them enough to care about their health and safety. I am not kidding. This is something they told us to do, is to tell the kids right in front of them that they don't care enough for their health to buy them health insurance. And I was just blown away by this. Naturally, I still kept some of the tactics because I know what I'm doing now. But but it's horrifying, some of the nasty tricks they use. In fact, on the in the phone script, there's a part where you're actively rude to somebody. Like, they'll say something like, "Oh, I'll call you back later," and you're supposed to say like, "Oh, I've never heard that before." Like, you're supposed to say that. They actually say, it actually says in the subtext, "You can be a little rude here." And people will respond to that. They'll just buy it. And it's fascinating on this. I wish I kept the script. I wish I still had it, because it's so nasty and devious. Yeah, it sounds like harassment because it is, and they can get away with it because one time the salesman got called for harassment, and he used the argument, "Well, someone is using their name to fill out an insurance survey forms, and yeah, I think you should call the police." So like you're flipping the script on them when they say, "No, we didn't do this, and we don't want to be bothered about it." It's awful. So that was my temporary experience. I left that day, and I got stuck. And by the way, I didn't get a free lunch out of this. I had to pay for my own lunch. Broke ass senior high school student who's going on to college, who's got no job. I had to pay for it myself. My neighbor was not nice enough to do that. I was pissed.
Oh yeah, they get high schoolers too, like senior high schoolers in these things.
Mm-hmm. I was a senior in high school when they did this, and then we were driving home, we passed a town, and her stupid-ass little, like, 8th grade-year-old daughter was like, "Oh, let's go to Coldstones," and, like, me and the two fluffy women in the back were just broke as hell, and we were just like, "No, let's just go home, we're done. Like, this is ridiculous." I think the fluffy women decided to join up, but I said no, and then I got a call, not from the salesman from hell, but from my one lady supervisor, and she was telling me, "Well, if you come on, you can recruit 3 people as well and make money off of them." And I said, "Hold on, I know what this is. I've heard of Enron. I know, like, you can't get me with this because I know it's a pyramid." They said, "Well, it looks like a pyramid and it acts like a pyramid, but it's really not a pyramid." And I'm like, no. As a high schooler, I was not a confident person. I would go along most of the time with whatever adults told me, but even I could see the writing on that wall. That was pathetic. And it's
all
awful.
I'm imagining now is high school Stuart because I've seen a picture of it.
Ooh.
I don't know why you had that up. You were so embarrassed by it.
It's because we have pictures of ourselves when we're younger. Alex's was up too.
I like the picture of you and like your family, but why is this a stupid dark Stuart?
Because kiss my ass.
It's hidden a little bit. I'll give you that.
Like, just back off. Like, it's my house, and I bought it, and I can put what I want in it. Thank you very much. So,
I'm afraid if you had full control out of that. Pictures of JoJo.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, legal
Anyways, yeah.
harassment. Oh yeah, no, it's nasty. I wish I kept the script, but they taught us like all these 6 psychological ways you can manipulate people. One of the first things they taught you is when you're looking at someone, look at what direction their eyes turn. If you are talking to them, they look up. They're a visual. If they're a visual learner, if they look left or right, they're an auditory listener. If they look down, they're a feeler. So if you notice this, they want you to switch your language to what they're doing. So if they look up and you say, okay, what do you think about this? And then you present them a graph. Or
Wow.
if they look right, you say, okay, listen to this. And then you have another part of the script. Or if they look down, how do you feel about taking care of your family? And
Oh my god, that
No.
is some shady ass tactic.
oh yeah, and believe me, I do use some of this when I'm selling at conventions. Not all of it, but I do use some of it. Like it's very
I'll have to keep watch next time.
Oh yeah, no, it's insane what you can do. Like I learned how to read people so much from this that like I carried it over to other things. I use it with teaching too, because if I see a student struggling, yeah, if I see a student struggling, I can read their body language and adjust to whatever they need. So that's very handy. It's a very good skill. Psychics use it all the time, but
Yes.
but it's essentially the same thing. But you keep saying it's a cult, and whew,
Oh, it is.
it is.
It is. Yeah,
Speaking of which-
you lose people to this.
Yeah, no, it's scary. And now that I know what this is, now that you've shown me,
You could warn your family.
Yeah.
I hope all of you can
Mhm.
warn your family members about this. Like, if you see somebody talking, like you hear somebody talking about this, or you see somebody talking about this, please put a stop to it. Like, you can link to this video. There's also other shorter videos on YouTube, but link to this video.
watch my stuff. Yeah,
Ah.
reading people's
But,
an amazing skill. You should learn how to read people just to avoid awkward social situations. But if you ever want to go into sales or business, it is a great thing to learn. And teachers should do it too. You absolutely should as a teacher. So
Okay, so let's read more of these.
let's go to memes.
Let's go to memes. So I warned my mom about an MLN, a Hunbot, again another essentially consultant.
Mhm.
Jumped in. I schooled her in public. Hi everyone. So I have 2 small children, and this everyday hustle and bustle, sitting in traffic half a day, rushing to get them to school, and then rushing off to get them work on time, rushing home to make dinner, eat, get to bed is literally getting the best of me. I've been looking for a long time to find a legitimate company to work from home, but everything I find either pays really little, has no benefits like health insurance, etc., or sounds like a scam. Do any of you work for or know hiring about remote jobs? Thank you. MLM, you just like.
Wait, so is this the MLM phishing right now?
No.
This is a mom.
I'm
Okay.
asking if she can work from home from a
Mhm.
legitimate source, and all I'm hearing is like all the
All the MLMs.
You're in a dark cave, and you see all the Valley Girl white moms. Fly away from me!
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Well, it does look a little scripted, but yeah. Like I said, this woman doesn't know what she's talking about. She wants to work from home and get all of these benefits and do all of these things, and she has no idea. So once again, the brave MLM will swoop in and be the hero.
And there is some legitimate ones. Like, have you looked at Amazon? They hired a few people to work from home in customer service late last year. Try answer. And yes, actually, if you ever order, this is a note to anybody who actually is looking for work from home. There is a lot of customer service jobs. You can work as long as you have a good mic, a good sounding voice, and a lot of time. You can just work from home that way, and you actually get a paying job. Amazon benefits. Be careful, avoid all these companies that are using pyramid schemes, aka direct sales, network marketing, and multi-level. This is all the other terms for MLMs, essentially.
Mhm.
These borderline scam rip off a lot of people who just want to work from home. Avoid all these listed here. Oh, look! We already have that. We have that open. I've been able to retire from my job and homeschool because of my network marketing business. My pay is based on sales, not people signing up. Network marketing is not a pyramid scheme. And you can see even just from this, you can see that brainwashing of that cult-like behavior it's getting in. They have to tell themselves this isn't a scam. It happens a lot with like things like where people get in the mindset where they get in too deep and they can't.
She's starting off like so defensive already. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Because they get in this mindset that this can't be a scam. I put all my work into this, so these people are just haters and stuff like that. It's I forget what the psychology term about it, but there's shit on this.
Sunk cost fallacy. We talked about that.
Oh yeah, exactly. So there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pyramid schemes are illegal, and the Federal Trade Commission highly regulates direct sales and network marketing. You can. You can spot a pyramid scheme when A, there's a big upfront cost to sign up, $5,000.
Yeah.
B, you have to buy a ton of product to start your business, but then have trouble actually selling it. In both those cases, the company makes money off people simply starting businesses, and the businesses themselves aren't sustainable. See my comment about it. No, see my comment about it. I was Airborne, another MLM.
Oh my god.
For 2 years, and I've had tons of friends in the business, because that's the only friends you end up having at the end of it, is people you've met in these rallies and stuff like that. And the business has been in it for 10 to 15 years more. It's like any other small business. It's not. Who've been in it for 10 to 15 years or more. It's not a get rich quick scheme. But it's super fun, and I love the lifestyle. It is offered by family, and you would like to learn more, I'd be happy to share it with you. No thanks. Airborne is a MLM company. According to Airborne's annual income, it's practically impossible to be a part of the less than 1% that actually make it big. See there? See? Right there. That's one of the statistics. I told you. It's very hard to make money on. Oof. It says an independent consultants earn an average of $788 per year.
The top 50
make
oh my god,
$8,252 a year. That's less than half on a full-time minimum wage. See for yourself. This is what I meant, where like less than 10% of people in MLMs make even. The average consultant isn't working a business, only signs up for the discount, so that seems right. No. Even the top 50 Airborne direct managers make less than a full-time minimum wage, $21,000 per year. Oh, it would take more than 2 years to earn a minimum wage by becoming an area manager, which only 7% of consultants have done. So the vast majority of consultants are making less than minimum wage. This is common in multi-MLMs. This is why I warned my mom about. Sure. Like, again, where they block out everything else, and they're like, nope, this is true. Even though this person is literally showing them actual facts. But yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
Okay, this
so I'll take off 5 points for that meme. We're already in a failing grade, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not failing game for Canada.
Well, you're failing in America. Let's fail in Canada. You can quote me on that one. There's your soundbite.
50% is a pass still, so just below 50%.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. That's fascinating.
60 is like a C.
Wow.
Yeah. B is 70s, and A is 80s to 100.
Josh Sawyer, a person, what I'd say if I could go to a free trip, I replied, I'd call you a liar. She was okay. Oh, a condo selling group like an MLM. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to talk about this. The promise of free trip, free cruises, and a free car. I'm going to steal this right from Soro TV, but a good euphemism for that is the go-kart you see at like the ticket booths from an arcade. It's been up there for years, and you spend way more money than you would to get it than you would if you just bought it. So you spend more money getting the tickets than you would if you just bought it. So that's the mindset of free car, free vacations, and stuff like that. By that point, you've already spent way more money than you would have. So it's kind of like their little go around, essentially. But yes. Thank you for reminding me of that, because that's actually a really interesting thing, because some people get into that, like, if I work hard enough, I can get a free car, but in reality, I spent my money for 3 of them.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. These are the general requirements considered for being considered a small business.
That's a lot of text. Okay.
I'm reading it, don't worry. And according to SBA, MLMs are not eligible for small business loans because 90 to 99% of distributors fail to make the sales. Furthermore, since you have no employees, no physical presence, no personal branding, no work for commissions, and are paid by the company to recruit members, you are technically an affiliate. Yep. So by that logic, you are an affiliate marketer operating under the company's pyramid structure. Makes sense to me. So your MLM isn't a small business, but I'm a small business owner.
Oh my god.
Like, they get in that mindset.
Yeah, no. So, I think I know what that one was about, like... So, Alex and I are small business owners because we got a brand and everything, but, like... Can you bring that one back up, actually? I would like to dissect that a little more.
Alright.
Yeah.
You make lose more points for this meme, too.
Yeah, because this is...
People think about this.
Yeah, this is coming into the actual legal definitions and stuff. I was actually not aware of this, that you cannot get a loan joining a small business loan joining an MLM. I mean, that makes sense that you can't because you're an affiliate of the company, and you're basing all of your stuff off of their product. So, like, if I wanted to start, say, a second business, I've got Loading Crew Crafts LLC, and I could get a loan for, like, a line of product. And that would be our own original stuff. So this is fascinating.
I might have to go for a loan to get for the booth stuff, but I'd probably go with family, honestly, because it shouldn't be that expensive that I'll ever need a loan, because I'm doing con stuff, so.
Yeah, so I like this a lot. Just, we'll come back to this later, simply because it's not an official business, which is neat, and that's very important to these kind of things. So if you're being approached by something that you think you can make money on, check with a bank, I guess. See
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Check with a bank. Like, see if you can get a loan for it.
I guarantee the banks would probably know about MLMs.
Oh yeah, like they have to. I plan to stop by mine probably Monday. So keep going. Thank you. Thank you for showing me this meme. This was real good. I think I knocked off for this one already, but I'm going to do it anyway because
do it again. Just gonna probably miss one.
Just gonna knock it off again. So that's we're out of 50 out of 100 right now. I think we're failing in Canada, aren't we?
Nope, it's under 50.
Oh, it's gotta be under 50. Okay, so we need one more. We need one more logical fallacy.
All right. So, found on Instagram. This could knock off 10 just by itself.
Woo!
One of my very dear friends from high school lost her 10-year-old daughter in a hit-and-run accident over the weekend. My heart is breaking for her family right now. For a chance to win a mystery pair of leggings, cheer me up by commenting below with something that made you happy. Giveaway time!
What? Hold... What?
Oh, look, it's Lily LaRoe! My favorite! These are real. These are actually real. Somebody actually did this.
Cheer me up by commenting below for a... You know, here's the sad thing. Here's the real sad thing. If I was in high school and I got sucked into this, I might have actually posted something like this.
Real, yeah, because it does get... Like I said, it's that cult mindset where they're just like, they gotta sell. And that's how they end up losing. I'm actually mad. I couldn't find it, but there's this post about essential oils where there was this dog that essentially was having an ear infection, a very bad ear infection, had antibiotics that were treating it. And this guy's roommate who went into essential oils put tree oil into the dog's ear.
Oh, no.
Something that is very toxic to animals. And the guy had to stay up all night to make sure that this dog was not going to get poisoned or any toxicity in its ear.
Wow. Okay, so I see. Wow. Someone asked me to pull up a Kirby vacuum. I can't find I can find a Kirby vacuum, but I can't find a Kirby vacuum sucking up everything. So, what did you want, dude? I'm sorry, I missed that. What?
You have to take 10 points off just from that story alone, and from this horrible goddamn selling.
I will take off. We've been doing 5 points. I'm not going to take off 10 for that one. That's awful, but technically not illegal because it's a giveaway, and like I'll give off for ethical BS, but I can't give off for like.
Now we're failing.
Yeah, we're failing now, but Jesus.
Oh, this is anti-MLM and for exposure.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Ooh, we should do an episode on. There's a lot that I have episode ideas for exposure, like talking about that. That would be a good topic.
Take off 30. No, that's not.
Oh my god,
oh boy. All right. You know what?
People hated the
Now here's the thing. Here's the awful thing. Like the shill in me, the salesman in me now is like, well, if you send a $5 super chat in, I'll take off more. But like, now see, I've been trained to exploit your emotional insecurities. This is how they do.
This is what the MLMs have done to you.
They've ruined me. Is this what being triggered means? Yes. Oh my god!
A lot of people were mad at the dog story.
Wow!
Oh my god!
I want a Kirby vacuum. Okay, I will get you a Kirby vacuum. I'm sorry. I'll open a new image. Go ahead and read this meme for us.
Yeah, that was more of a pseudoscience one more than an MLM, but it still is connected. But hey, girl! I gotta do my Valley Girl voice. I know this seems random, but you seem really cool from your profile. So I hope you don't mind. Oops, sorry, I'm burping. So I hope you don't mind. I would love to have a gorgeous girly like you model for some products for me for 90 days to help me build my portfolio. You'd maybe getting pricing for life and maybe earn some cash on the side. You interest them. How much do you usually pay your models? You receive a discount forever.
No. Oh my god. Well, okay. Yeah. Now, actually, to be fair, like, there is something to be said in paid and exposure, because I have, you know, you
save this rant for exposure, teacher grade.
No, because like there is something to be. I don't want to do something specifically on just paid for exposure, but like, go ahead and finish this, and I'll do my little rant on paid for exposure. Yeah.
You would save my discount forever. You'd also have the amazing opportunity to join my amazing team of ladies and get paid to take selfies and change lives. Sorry, I usually charge a fee for modeling. Does $250 just start sound fair for you? Lol, like anybody would pay for you, you model, you ugly cunt.
Wow, that was a switch.
R/nice girls, R/more exposure, and R/anti-MLM, all wrapped up in a neatly nice pile.
Wow, I like. Someone suggested in the comments we should do an episode where Lavi falls for a pyramid scheme. That would be hilarious. Maybe the Horror Guardians are pyramid schemes.
No. Just have somebody like shady in like a Pokemon Center trying to sell the shit, because that's kind of like what they would do. Some go to actual places to squish the shit.
Like I got to do something where Team Fresh Sleuth loses a lot of money in an investment or something, and then like they're all looking for cash, and then someone comes up to Lavi, "Hey kid, you want to make a lot of money fast?" "Oh yeah, that's what I need to do."
Maybe they dropped their wallet or something, or like their card.
They're all carrying digital wallets. That'd be hilarious.
They all lost their digital wallets.
They got hacked by like, oh my god.
All of their shit got stolen at once.
Mr. Noyce. Oh, kid, I got let out on a technicality. You want to make some money with me?
Go back to your far exposure rant.
So far exposure, like there's nothing really wrong with far exposure, because like like everyone has to get started somewhere, and for exposure and for experience is helpful. Like if your drawing is pretty terrible, I'm not gonna pay you. Like I'm sorry, I'm just not. If you're drawing like excellent quality, like Bone or Tracy, you absolutely should pay them. But if like if you're a nobody model who's just learning, absolutely paid for exposure or paid in exposure is fine. In fact, that's pretty much what.
Wait a minute. What about my drawing? You mentioned everybody else but mine. You paid for my drawing.
I did pay for your drawing because yours is not that terrible, and I was using it.
You didn't say good.
Well, okay. Let me rephrase. Hold on. Stop. Because you know what I meant. You knew. I still paid you because it didn't match our style, but you were there, you were fast, and you made it. So
I'm fast.
Yeah, so that was the thing. Like you were there and you were fast, and you gave me exactly what I asked for. It's just you did not match your style, so that was a little disappointing. But like whatever, we're fine.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Now I do the avatars for essentially just the channel, not really the shows, but the channel announcements and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's fine. Like
that's more of what it is. There's only really 2 of us at that moment.
Yeah, I mean we're just kind of the channel admins.
Everybody's praising me. Megan's not that terrible. Not that terrible.
You knew, like everyone knew what I meant. Don't give me that. MLM Megan loves money.
Yeah, so donate now so I can get half of what you donate.
Oh my god.
You haven't seen the dark side of Megan. What is the dark side? You've seen the dark side of Megan.
Well, not really. I think you've seen more of the dark side of Stuart than the dark side of Megan.
There's not much darkness in my life.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
Stuart is Stuart's a high stress individual who needs to chill.
Negative 863 profits with 50K in sales. Okay. I don't know what this is, but we'll read and we'll figure it out. I didn't know where else to put this since no one else would understand, but it took me weeks to compile my taxes because I never got the 1,099K and I should have. My EOY report was incorrect, and I had to manually go through and add everything up. Thankfully, my CPA is a wonderful human. Anyways, I got to them on a Thursday night, and this morning he submitted it for me. Here's the great but sad part. I owe literally nothing. Thank God, because I was terrified. Know why I owe $0? Because my income with LuLaRoe last year, my only job was negative $863. Yes, you heard that right. Negative $860. Never mind, I technically made over 50K in sales after everything came out. I was still in the red. I consider myself a smart woman. I truly do. But when the company you buy in tells to reinvest everything, and so does your sponsor, the sponsor is the guy, the consultant above you, by the way, who is also a mentor. You do just that. I'm sickened and embarrassed and ashamed that I ever bought into this. Oh, this is somebody getting out of an MLM.
Oh, nice.
Long story, even shorter, I'm glad I'm out of it. I'm glad I'm moving on with my life. And I'm glad I've left the brainwashing behind because I don't even know the person I was, controlling my mind for a year and a half. Good riddance. So this does happen, and it happens eventually because they realize it's a fucking scam. Because money doesn't lie. Money does not lie. But I'm glad this person got out of it, but the fact that they essentially stole the money from this person, $863.
And you saw that
Negative.
she made 500,000 in sales.
It's 50K.
Or sorry, 50K. Wow, I don't know what. Where did I get that?
You're dyslexic.
I am dyslexic.
You're dyslexic, honey.
Yeah. I sure am. Sure am.
Aw, Megan is this channel's biggest meme, and we love her.
Chibitina ceases their accounts. Oh my god.
But you can see, like, literally the words brainwashed, and I don't even know who the person was controlling my mind for that year and a half.
Yeah.
That is what I meant by cult behavior, is that they act completely different and stuff like that.
I do like a Chibitina loses all of his money in an MLM.
Oh,
What is this one? What is this?
Our coworker thought he was slick. Not even God can save her from getting chewed out. He posted the same thing over and over to all his coworkers. This is all the coworkers' phones next to each other. Oh, that's worth
That's
another
real
negative.
good.
Military wife who lives on base starter pack. Row.
Oh no!
Respect my rank, pregnant army wife Triker. I'm a small business owner in the pyramid scheme.
The coupons. Oh my god. Oh, my brother-in-law. This is like exactly his life. Exactly his life. For a while, he actually was in the military. Good boy. Honestly, I respect him a lot, all things considered. And his wife did all of that, cheated on him, got pregnant with another person's kid, and yeah,
that's like a stereotype. That's really bad.
Yep.
Okay, I want to move down to this one. This woman is trying to sell Herbalife by her pregnancy photos before, and doesn't even show from the side. If you're gonna do a side picture, you gotta do a side after.
Oh
Liar!
My 60-day... Okay, actually, that's kind of smart. Like, I almost admire how smart that is. Like...
But it's still pretty shady for...
Oh, no, it is. Oh, no, absolutely it is. But, like... Huh.
The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, when considering joining an MLM, beware hallmarks of a pyramid scheme. The Federal Trade Commission is telling people that the MLMs are basically pyramid schemes. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
I just found out a Facebook group. I have a feeling a lot of people get a kick knowing this exists. Oils won't fix that, Brenda.
Oh, that one's good. I like that meme. I like that meme. That's a good meme.
Why would support a company that's taking advantage of my friends? Let's read this one. Check out another one.
Oh, no.
More importantly, they're not an MLM. God forbid you buy something from a business building local friends instead of a major corporation. I do support my friends. I support local business as much as I'm able. But when I'm not to be able to serve, however, there is an MLM that manages to convince my friends that making peanuts is earned in income each year is acceptable. Oh, wait.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait, it's the other way around.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you did that backwards.
I did.
You did.
I did my taxes. I thought you'd like to see how rich I am from an MLM. I got an MLM game this past August. I was the top 1% of the company, 2 promotions away from the very top of the pyramid. And guess how much I made in those 8 months of work for 2017? 4 figures. Oh yeah, I had about $500 in business expenses and probably $2,000 in other expenses, and I couldn't deduct what left me the grand profit of $2,500. So actually, $312 a month.
You want to know how pathetic that is? I make more on my YouTube, like from YouTube ad revenue. I make more than that. I know. Like,
I know.
Wow. And we're a tiny baby channel compared to some.
And this was the top of the 1% of the company.
Wow.
By the way. So you made at least $3 an hour. Oh my god. Well, so the real question is, why are you all quitting your jobs, changing your lives with MLMs? Oh.
Wow. Just gonna need to subtract for that one. Yes! Because it's always them! It's always the Jabba the Hutt neighbors, too. I told you, I got stuck in the back of this car with these 2 fluffy women. And I knew they signed on.
I'm gonna keep going until we reach 0.
You just keep showing me more memes. Watashi would get in... No! Watashi would not get into an MLM unless it involves some kind of, like, sushi thing.
There could be a Japanese MLM where they sell Japanese products, essentially. You can have that.
Are there Japanese? All right, I'm gonna Google this now. You keep finding more memes.
Japanese MLMs?
Are there Japanese MLMs? Oh God.
Okay, this one's a good one. Hey, how are you? When I grow up, I want to sell weight loss supplements, body wraps, and makeup to all my old high school acquaintances on Facebook. We all know my message. I don't sell anything. I
promote.
Well, I'm sorry that I've become the better person. I want to reconnect with people I started off the wrong foot. But I'll respect how you feel. Sorry I've become the better person.
Oh my God.
That alone was just the best.
Watashi joins Body Pillow MLM.
I will literally work 4 jobs if it means my future wife doesn't sell It Works. It Works as a weight loss supplement.
I figured.
Oh!
What?
Have you heard about Smart Coffee? Replacing 1 cup of your morning coffee by drinking hot chocolate will help you lose weight and be happy. Be interested? Why doesn't it work on you? Why are you not laughing? That's like a really good show.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at this Japanese.
I'll read it again.
5 ways to not grow an MLM business in Japan, and I'm like, what? Does this accent like? Are you in Japan? Okay, let me bring up this article. 5 ways to not grow an MLM business in Japan. So like. Market strategies, letting distributors lead ways, hunting elephant leaders. Okay, so like to me, it seems like you're in Japan and you're starting a small business, and like you accidentally made an MLM. Oops.
How do you accidentally make an MLM?
That's what it sounds like that article is saying. I should probably read it, but I'm not going to. But.
Yeah, that's too long. You have to listen to this joke. Have you heard about Smart Coffee? What if by replacing 1 cup of your morning coffee by drinking hot chocolate could help you lose weight and be happy? Would you be interested? Why doesn't it work on you?
Oh my God.
There we go.
That's real good.
You like fat jokes.
I do like fat jokes because I'm a fat man who likes fat jokes.
Oh, woman wears her clothes on an airplane to avoid paying bag. Oh wait, no, it's a LuLaRoe fashion consultant.
Oh my God, it's like
yeah.
I'm not gonna take that shot. I'm not. You can take that shot. I'm not.
Okay, LuLaRoe fashion, like I said, is my favorite MLM to read up upon because they're the most infamous one. Because look at this fucking. Mm-hmm. What is this? This is outfits. It's all over the place. Oh.
Fat jokes are great. I agree. I like fat jokes.
I like fat jokes. We're both fatties and we both love fat
I love fat jokes. Like, why would I get offended? I know what I am. And if it doesn't get in the way of my life, I am not worried yet. You know what I actually do just to, like, do dumb little exercises here and there? When I'm watching Philly D, I do the One Punch Man workout.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do the 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 squats. I don't run because I'm a fatty who hates running, but yeah, when I'm just watching videos, I'll do the One Punch Man thing, and it just keeps me like a little bit active. It's not crazy, but anyway.
Okay, let's read this next meme. Hi, I got your number from Angela. Who is this? I was pursuing name of the group.
Oh my God.
And I found you, and I found a common friend each, Angela. I don't think so. I looked at your profile, and I see you live near me. We haven't met before, have we? In quotation.
Wow.
How would you know? You won't say who you are. You seem very sharp, quotations. Well, how would the fortune lost yesterday becomes a fortune for today? This is a psychological question that brings repetition. Charles Prostic might pay attention to you.
Oh my God.
I am curious, are you making open to 12 hours of social media each other, Angela?
Oh. That was just painful. Like, come on. Read what you're selling. It's not magic. Yeah, you're not just
I said this happens a lot. This happens a lot.
Like, you're not just throwing ingredients into a cauldron and making magic happen. Oh my God.
You're just like, oh, why?
Of course, you had to live.
Okay, come on. We have to read this.
Okay.
Oh, it's essential oils. Does MMS also clear Ligma? I got Ligma last autumn.
Oh my god, I got Ligma last autumn. Oh my
It
god.
boosts me all up. But even better is the Sea of Veed oil from Canway. Oh,
Oh my
it's a
god.
good one. Almost all the pain gone overnight. All the pain gone in some weeks. Now I take only take some CBD drops in a day.
You know what's funny? Like,
You have to detect a few points here because we've got.
yeah, we've lost some points. It's funny because you know how like World of Warcraft kind of had this thing too, where we've seen a couple memes. I'm just dropping it to 10 now. You know, World of Warcraft has a recruit a friend option. You remember those?
Yep.
So like, I had a buddy who was such a dick that when I brought him into World of Warcraft, I said, okay, let me do this recruit a friend thing so I can get benefits. He literally said, what do I get out of it? And this was when you didn't, like, the person who got recruited got nothing. I'm not going to do that. And so he just signed up on his own without giving me the credit, simply because he would not get anything out of it. And I feel like if I joined an MLM and tried to sell this to my friends, they would buy into it and then buy the oils off the website and not give me the commission. Like, I swear to God, that's what would happen.
I don't think you can buy these off the website. You can only buy the kits.
Oh my God.
But here's another one, like I was saying before, where people were raising money for a GoFundMe. I am raising money so I can buy an inventory of LuLaRoe products and become official consultant. I am a stay-at-home new mommy with no income, and my main goal is to earn a living so I can take care of my baby girl. And any donations is much appreciated. I know money can be tight, but even $5 gets me closer to my desired goal. My daughter deserves a world, and I'm hoping to give her that. Thank you, and God bless. Yes, you might report her GoFundMe does not allow fundraising to join an MLM.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I did not know that. I did not know GoFundMe doesn't allow that. We're down to a 5 out of 100 at this point.
Please stop calling this your journey. Linda, you're selling leggings on Facebook.
I love how everyone's accepted MLM mom is Linda. I love... Oh my God, continue.
Betsy DeVatos is married to the creator of Van Way. Education secretary Betsy DeVos is married to the... Oh, wow.
Okay, I don't even... Yeah. None of that makes any sense to me.
Oh, this one's my favorite!
Okay.
I know, this is bad for you, but thankfully I have an all-natural supplement that blocks 70% of carbs and 30% of fat. Love that I can eat without stressing about it.
That's a...
White Castle burgers!
No! Oh God! What are you doing? Okay, it could be like now. I'm thinking strategy now. Like I'm thinking, okay, you can eat the meat, you can eat the pickle, you can eat the cheese. Don't eat that bread. Like, do you still love your kids? If you don't buy scented oils, do you really love them? Tired of MLM. I'm getting burnt out, guys. I think.
Yep.
I think this we're gonna call this a failure, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all
You mean
for
a failure.
Yeah.
This was a fucking success.
Oh,
Oh, here's another one.
I think I'm gonna be done. Oh my God, this is horrible. No one had to raise money to bury a loved one. What?
Yep. Okay, so this was
Whoa!
for
What? What?
Let me explain. This is for a kid's funeral, to raise money for a funeral, and they put their stupid MLM into the donation. 0. There we go. I'm happy with myself.
Well, okay. Like, to be fair, I've seen YouTubers do this too, where they're like, oh, the adpocalypse is here and woe is me, but if you buy my products...
Oh, it even says, my son recently passed away. He was just a toddler.
Oh my God. I don't think we can top that. I think we're
I don't
gonna...
think we top that. I think we're good.
I think we're done. I think we're done.
Yeah.
So, thank you everyone for joining us and just looking at dumb memes and ripping on MLMs. This was very eye-opening and very fun. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for listening and enjoying to my generic, no copyright, YouTube safe music. Megan, thank you very much for joining us. I like this. I like hanging out like this.
Yeah, this is fun. Megan, thank you for being an expert on this subject, and that, wow, you opened everybody's eyes, because I'm obsessed with MLMs and pseudoscience.
Oh my god. Well, and you know, I did not realize I almost joined one for a while, and just seeing some of these tactics, it makes me cringe, not because like, oh, that's so cringy and awful, but I could totally see myself buying into this if I was young and vulnerable again. Like, I would have I would have bought it. Like, I would have.
Mm. Oh, I do kind of like. I spend a lot of watching scams. I think if we're gonna do another scam episode, something like this, I have tech support scams under my belt as well.
Oh, do you know what? Do you know the worst scam I bought into?
What?
I maybe might have paid for a Tai Lopez-esque training course. Yep. Oh yeah. Now the funny thing is, it does work, like, but I do not have the discipline or the interest to follow through on it, because I absorbed all the things that they said, and I have adopted it into my YouTube channel and stuff. But as far as building like what this guy wanted me to build, I did not. So we could talk about that later.
Yes. But thank you guys for coming and listening to my side project that I love to read up on. But the other one is what else do I have? I have voter exposure under my belt, and I have, like, I'm thinking of other topics, and the tech support scams. Because oh boy, we can make an entire episode on just how many different scams there is for tech support scams. I'd be down to just help people on that. Like,
what's the LMLM multiverse? Is there a multiverse where everyone's an MLM? That would be amazing. That sounds like an episode of Rick and Morty.
Oh my god, an entire Earth that is controlled by one MLM.
Oh my god.
Everybody's trying to sell to each other on Facebook.
That sounds hilarious. I want to see. Actually, I would totally see that.
That is a really cool alternate universe, or you can plan a whole city where, like, a corporation.
Oh god, now I almost want to do like a Rick and Morty story where we just go to stupid ass universe and stupid ass worlds. Where I need to end Pokemon soon, like, just at a reasonable pace. I'm not gonna sacrifice the story, but I do want to do other goofy ass stories. So anyway, perfect scam.
Stu, you walk into the room. Megan is crying. What do? X, I try to cheer her up. Stuart, she rips on your YouTube channel from your computer.
Okay, so I'm going to sign off, and I will see you all later. Thank you for joining us. I need to go pick up my parents in a couple hours at a train station. So, bye-bye.
By the way, I got
sorry.
one more thing to say.
One more thing.
If you have any more teacher grade ideas, feel free to pass them on to me or Stuart. We'll talk about them, and maybe we'll do them.
Drop it in the Discord under my 2 cents. That would be perfect. Also, don't be afraid to pledge to my Patreon and buy my essential oils and buy my all my.
I can't shill my shit yet because you are not allowing me.
I am not allowing you to shill your shit yet. So.
Not yet.
See you guys.
See ya.
Bye-bye. I'm gonna hit that.